Hi again. So, I've been trying to figure out what to make my next video about, and I was thinking about doing a music video, but then I decided not to because I didn't feel like learning any dance moves or anything like that. So I'm going to talk about one of the books that I have finished reading that pissed me off. It's a trilogy. It's from Veronica Roth. The trilogy consists of Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. So if you haven't read those books, or if you're about to read Allegiant, this is a spoiler alert because I'm very angry. So on Sunday night, Monday morning, I couldn't fall asleep because I had a delicious Starbucks drink, and yeah, I couldn't fall asleep. So I decided to go ahead and continue reading Allegiant and finish it off because I was pretty close to the end. And I'm so mad when authors kill off my favorite characters, or the main characters. I was very upset when she kills off Beatrice. And granted, she died a hero in one way or another, but it was very upsetting that I had to continue reading afterwards and hear Tobias's thoughts on her passing. And it was so depressing and sad, and I just cried and cried and cried. Because one, when you read a book, somehow you identify yourself with the character that you're reading, or one of the characters. And well, obviously that happened, and somehow I connected with Trish, or Beatrice. And so then I'm reading, and she just dies. And then I have to read Tobias's thoughts about her death, and it was the most depressing thing. I am very angry. Somehow you could have ended the story of Veronica with no one dying, and it would have been great. But you still went that route, and it was very upsetting. And now I'm reading this other book from another trilogy that's Prodigy, Legend, and Champion by Marie Lu, I think is her name. So spoiler alert, I'm in the last book. And I'd forgotten, because I don't remember when I finished reading the second book, but I've forgotten that Day has a brain tumor. And so I started reading to get over Allegiant, and here we go with another potential death of one of my characters from a book. Can we just make them side characters instead? Why do they have to be main characters? Protagonists. I just don't understand. And so just now, during my dinner, I was reading, and it said, or the doctors told Day that he had a month, maybe two, to live, because the tumor is inoperable unless it shrinks, and it's not shrinking fast enough. And I'm just furious that there's one of my characters is gonna die again. I mean, what is this? Last time I read books where the characters died were freaking Nicolas Sparks books, like Message in a Bottle, or that two book series, I guess, where it was True Believer and then At First Sight, where someone dies in At First Sight. It made me so angry. To the point where if I ever meet Nicolas Sparks, as much as I love reading his books, I cry every single time, and it makes me so angry when he kills off a character. So if I ever meet him, I'm going to slap him, and then I'm going to tell him, I love your books, but how dare you? Yeah. And then he goes off. I haven't read his books in like 2 years. Because every single time, it never fails, someone dies or is about to die. And then the love story just... yeah. But I enjoy reading. I just wish my authors would stop killing off people, main characters. Secondary characters, that's fine. But the protagonists, why? Why? When you know that your readers relate somehow and get connected and attached, and then the book's over and they're no longer there. I mean, because finishing a book is hard enough as it is, but knowing that your character died, like, ugh, why? Maybe I should just go back and reread Harry Potter, but no, because then Dumbledore dies and Sirius dies, and no, and then when one of the twins dies, and all these people die, and I'm just like, oh! But see, at least that, in that case, there was a battle, so people were bound to die, but, why? Okay, so that's my rant for the week, and I have an idea for my next video. It's really out there, and I really don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because it's so out there, but we'll see. I guess it depends on if I want to be silly or that crazy, so we'll see. Alright, well, thanks for watching. See you next time.